afternoon and good evening, depending on the time that you open this video. So this is a course called Advanced Auditing. I would like to just explain briefly this chapter about auditing, review and evaluation. So we're going to go through it and for more explanation. So I hope you are seeing it well. So this chapter is called Audit Evaluation and Review. So we're going to go through to understand what is audit evaluation, what is audit review. So this is the main point that is going to be discussed under this chapter. So this is what you call the review procedures. So they are procedures that we use as an auditors before you're giving an opinion for given entity that you make an audit. So you try to make a review. So when mean review, so there are procedures that you follow to make a review. We will try to go through it like let me give an example, like to check whether the financial statement of an entity is prepared comparing with the accounting regulations and policies. Opening balance, we're going to go through it. So as you know, you check whether the closing balance of prior period or the previous period, it is the opening balance of this period. So we are also going through it. Comparative, we are trying to compare our financial statement of the previous year with this current year. So this is how what you mean this for comparative. Other information, so not only that the information is gathered from the financial statement that you carry the audit, but also the other source they can get information. So we're going to try to see it here in this point. Subsequent event, this is where that an auditor must become aware of this material statement of financial statement before making an report. So going concern, this is a financial stable of a given organization where give show you that it is just able to work for long, just for the future. Compliance with international financial reporting standards. So you just try to make sure that the financial statement that is prepared is complying with this international financial reporting, or it can be national standard. So in order to make sure that to give an opinion as an auditor, so you should make sure that the financial statement that is prepared by a given entity is show you the true and fair view. So when mean the true means the correctness, and also fair view, good representation. So you check whether financial statements are complying with a national or international accounting standard. So this is a briefly on this point, but you're going to go through it. So, but I will try to hurry up. So for just more explanation. So as I say, just when you mean our chapter is the audit evaluation and audit review. So first of all, we need to understand what is the audit review. When mean audit review means this is the evaluation of financial transaction, account, report, to check whether it is compliance with the applicable laws and regulations. So you make sure that you try to make an examination, the investigation for financial transaction, account, report, to make sure it is compliance with the applicable and the regulation. So when you mean the audit evaluation, this term evaluation means this is just, when you say the audit evaluation, it is an evaluation of a person, system, organization, or a product done. So you try to make an evaluation of something. So the purpose of this audit evaluation is to ensure information reported is accurate and according to tax law. So you just try to make sure that the information that is reported are accurate, so ensure that there is no hidden information. So as I said, this is the first point, review procedures. So as I said, just an audit must perform and document overall review, must make the review just before review for the financial statement before making an audit opinion. So before as an auditor you give an opinion for given financial statement of a given entity, first of all you need to make a review. So we're going to see the specific that review procedure that you need to be considered before making an opinion. So one is compliance with accounting regulations. You try to check whether the financial statement of an entity is complying with accounting regulations. You also consider review for the consistency and reasonableness. So for this point, as an auditor, you just make sure that you consider or you check whether information and explanation received during an audit also you have checked well. So analytical procedures, also you need to make sure that you have investigated all change, for example, change in product, customers, price, production mix changes and areas. So also we have another review procedures like summarize errors. As an auditor, you should just to try to show them both errors in the financial position, we mean balance sheet, and also profit and loss account as income statement. But according to the international standard, so when you mean income statement, it is called statement of comprehensive income, and for the balance sheet is the terms which is globally or internationally used, so it is the statement of financial positions. So another procedures that you should consider before giving an opinion is evaluating the effect of misstatement. So as an auditor, just try to make sure to which material is misstatement affecting the financial statement. So you try to make sure that try to check whether that information is material, how can affect our financial statement. So point number 2, as I said, is opening balance. What we do, just you check whether the opening balance of this current period, it is based on the closing balance of pre-period. When I mean pre-period is this is a previous year. So in briefly for the opening balance, you check whether the opening balance are based on the closing balance of pre-period or the previous year. So now as when the period audited by another auditor, so when the, for example, Unilac previously was audited by a given person but is not the same as today or this year currently, so at that time the current auditor, they think that it must be considered in order to obtain the appropriate audit evidence. So he must, this current one, he must consider the working papers. Working papers, this is where the previous auditor tried to rate his audit, the information get from his audit. So check whether also the previous auditor have professional competence and independence. And also you try to look on the audit conclusion and reporting. So this is where you check the previous auditor opinion that you have been offered based on how they make an audit or the evidence they get from their auditing. So briefly, this is what you need to consider. So another point is comparative. You need just, as I